Hi guys, this is NJ, your host on this channel. So we will continue our study and our journey on, rather I would say we are discussing mounts, our climbing on mounts. So we have studied the little finger, the mount of Mercury in detail. We have studied the ring finger, the mount of Apollo in detail. Now is the chance and turn to study the mount of Saturn in detail. So I'll give a quick recap and on how we can just judge the state of the mount, whether it's in a good state or whether it's afflicted or it is undeveloped. So to begin with, mounts are these cushy portions, the puff portion at the bottom of the fingers. That's the first thing which you need to look at, the position. Then comes how can we determine whether it's in a good state or it's in a bad state. So first of all, we need to look at the state of tri-ready. So let's say this remains to be the tri-ready, which is very easy to determine in the rough or coarse skin. In the case of the soft hand, you need to use the magnifying glass to determine its position. So let's say if this tri-ready is on the towards the finger, so this is going to increase the qualities of the mount. Then we can say the mount is prominent. If this tri-ready comes down on the at the bottom of the mount, then this would imply that this mount is not as strong. If it is at the middle, then we can say this tri-ready if it is at the center, then we can say that mount is in a normal position. That's the first quality. Second quality, if the finger is high set on the palm, then that would automatically give larger area to the mount, which would increase the quality and the significations of the mount. So let's say, for example, this finger is high set, like this. So this is automatically giving larger area to the mount, so automatically increasing its significations. Another attribute, parameter by which we can judge the mount is the hardness and the flexibility of the mount. So let's say if the mount, this cushed portion which you can see, if this is a bit hard, let's say if you are pressing the skin of your palm and it is taking time, to come back. So in that case, that will be considered as flexible, which is not a good sign for a mount. And let's say if it is hard, if you are pressing the mount and it is in no time coming back to its original state, then it is hard mount, which is considered a good sign, and we can just judge that the mount is in a good state. I'll repeat, hardness is considered as good. You pressing the mount, it is coming back immediately to its original state is good. If it's taking time to come back to its original state, making it flexible is not a good sign. Then comes the placement of different signs. So positive signs like the placement, the spotting of sign triangle, spotting of the sign square, these are positive signs and which just accentuates and increase the signification of the mount. So with all that being discussed, and now we will start our discussion on the specific mount of Saturn. So first of all, we do not need to take the same route in order to judge the this particular mount of Saturn, because generally in all other cases, in the case of mount of Mercury, mount of Sun, mount of Jupiter, the parameter which we take into consideration while judging its condition and state is that it should be round, it should have a good height, it should be puffed. But in the case of Saturn, it remains flat. So in order to judge the state of this mount, cushiness and puffiness is not the right benchmark to judge its state. So we can judge it via the placement of the apex tri-ready, which we have discussed, whether it's above towards the finger, whether it's at the bottom, placement of good signs, color of the mount, along with whether the finger is high set or low set. So these are the kind of parameters which we need to look at while judging the state of the mount of Saturn. That is the only reason it is also known as a flat mount. Now comes the another part, what are the signification which this mount represents. So its positive traits are, it represents our capacity to do planning, wisdom, sense of right and wrong, our judgment skills, our capacity for planning, capacity to do research, even all the all those people who have the knowledge of tantra, mantra, your Vedic scripture knowledge, and the knowledge of occult, astrology, numerology, all that is being seen from here. So these remains to be the positive qualities. In case if you will find this afflicted or mount is underdeveloped or deficient, depressed, the negative qualities which are associated with Saturn is most intense. That is the only reason I give a special significance so this specific mount of Saturn, because in case of an affliction, this mount can make someone very depressive, very suicidal, very melancholy and always living a life of loner, too much of solitude. So these are the kind of qualities which is infuses. If it positive, it's in a positive state, I have told you. If it's in a negative state, that is remains to be a very matter of concern, because it could just make someone suicidal to a great deal. So with all that discussed, and one more thing, I like the way when I was giving you people the scientific significance of this mount, that the positive signs, the apex triad and the hardness and flexibility, the Vedic explanation for the mounts are that these mounts are known as the the presence of divine and superconscious in our lives. So many palmists have even gone to the extent of saying that these mounts carry the reason for our creation. That is the only reason palmistry has given very special significance to these mounts. And even in Vedic scriptures, this mount of Saturn has been given the place of Matristhan. Matristhan means the place of your mother. So now comes the part what all the signification which we have discussed, the positive, negative, what rest it can infuses in the form of distinctive characteristics and personality traits in an individual. So these people who would have a dominant Saturnian nature would love remaining in the pursuit of seeking knowledge. So all those teachers, researchers, people in their scientific pursuit remain to be having a very good amount of Saturn. These are the people who would, along with their love for research, would remain to be like preferring solitude. So these are not among those whom you would find too much of laughing or jostling and just mingling up with people. These people love to just engaging in research and doing their planning, reading, writing. So even in the career choices, they would love to remain at a desk job. And even when it comes to job, if we are discussing, so like the way if you will see, if at the time when we were discussing Mount of Apollo, I told you guys that these people carry the risk-taking ability. When it comes to the Saturnian people, these people would remain to just invest their money in those ventures where the possibility of risk is very low and the return are assured. So these are the kind of qualities which are associated with Mount of Saturn. And along with their love for nature of research, this Mount of Saturn is also known as the balance wheel of the hand, because it is the duty of Saturn to just look at the other fingers and look at the other mounts, whether to infuse proper seriousness in them, whether so that no other mount and the signification associated with mount won't get carried away. In a very hypothetical language, won't get carried away. So this mount also infuses the seriousness in all other mounts. And the negative qualities are that these Saturnian people are like, they have this quality of just hoarding and just remaining ill will for others and kind of resentment for others. So these are the people who very easily get offended too, and their feeling of this the feeling which they have like got offended, they even keep it inside them for longer time. Not among those that they just remain very volatile and just forget and forgive. So these people have got very resentment nature, and feeling of resentment is their problem, apart from the problem of loneliness, gloominess, and that all we have discussed. Now comes the part what will happen, like the way I have explained you guys, that this mount remains to be flat. So in the case if along with this mount the neighboring mounts, let's say the mount of Jupiter and mount of the Sun remains to be very puffed, so what will happen is that this mount has got a very cold effect. So if the neighboring mounts would remain to be puffed, so they would just decrease the typical archetype traits of Saturn. So if these neighboring mounts remain to be puffed and very cushy and in a good state, they might just make this person less inclined towards loneliness. they would just the extrovertness of this amount of Sun, and the ambition and the assertiveness of the amount of Jupiter would just make this person sociable and very affable in all his relationship and all of his public dealings. So that we have also discussed. One more thing, if we will find the apex of this mount, so let's say this apex of this mount, little bit shifted towards the mount of Sun. So this is not a very good sign, because you know in astrology the same concept gets applied on palmistry as well, that Sun and Saturn are the archetype enemies. So if this apex of this mount gets shifted towards the mount of Sun, then these people would remain to face lots of ups and downs in their life. These people would remain very lazy, and you know, these people would, even their financial condition will always remain on radar. And let's say for example this mount of Saturn gets, the apex of the mount of Saturn gets shifted towards the mount of Jupiter. So this is a like very positive sign. These people would get success for sure, but the high chances would remain that they will get success in their old age. They will get due respect in society, they would remain to be very religious, and all their goals which they set themselves at will get fulfilled. So these are the kind of traits which you can expect, the events and the outcomes you can expect if you find this mount of the Saturn shifted either towards mount of Sun or the mount of Jupiter. And one more thing which you people need to understand is, at the time of doing career consultation, at the time of looking at the dominant personality traits of an individual, so we also give equal significance to which other mounts are also in prominence in someone's palm. So let's say along with this mount of Saturn, you will find mount of Jupiter also prominent. So this would imply that this ambition and assertiveness and this quality of this mount of Saturn would just make him a go-getter in all his approach. He would enjoy the authority position, because Jupiter, the mount of Jupiter represents authority and mount of Saturn is the discipline. So this person would remain to be very disciplined in all his pursuits towards attaining his goals. So these people could become very good teachers, very good philosophers, and very good scientists. So these are the kind of career choices which we can expect if these two mounts are in very strong prominence. If you will find the mount of Saturn and the mount of Sun in prominence, then you know, although there is an arch enemy thing which we can see in terms of occult and in terms of astrology and palmistry, but the extrovertness of this ring of mount of Sun and the discipline and this seriousness of this mount of Saturn could just make these people progress in any of the artistic or creative or any public speaking profile. So if this person with a prominent mount of Sun and mount of Saturn, these two prominent mounts, would think about making a career in any public speaking profile or any artistic creative ability, then there is a sure sign and it's a very strong possibility that that person can forge ahead. If you will find the mount of Saturn and mount of Mercury, these two mounts in a prominent state, then this is a sure sign of success in business and in scientific pursuit, because that is the only thing which these two mount represents. Then if you will find the mount of Saturn and the mount of this inner Mars, lower Mars, aggressive Mars. So if you will find these two mounts in a prominent state, then that is a sign that if this person would take any, this person will take his career choice in any outdoor related thing or any profile where lots of physical energy is required, then that person can forge ahead, that person can get success and expect success. If you will find the mount of Saturn along with mount of Venus in a good state, so these people could become very good in any kind of the nurturing, any kind of compassionate related profile, because Venus represents emotion and compassion. Saturn also represents the wisdom, judgment, your discipline and you know, strictness in achieving your goal. So these people could can become very good in any of the occupation where you need to look for the well-being of the others. If the mount of Saturn along with mount of outer Mars, these two mounts are prominent, then this is a sign that this person has got the capacity for do good planning, and this person will have stability in his life, because this also represents outer Mars of outer mount of Mars. This outer Mars and this Saturn, they both represents your discipline, your strictness, fortitude. So this is a sign that this person can do very good in any stability, any profile where stability is required, along with where lot of research is required. Lastly, if you'll find the mount of moon and the mount of Saturn in a good state, in a prominent state, then this is a sign that this person will remain to be very imaginative, and any profile where lots of imagination, your intuitiveness is required, like those poets, writers. So in those profile, this person can do very good. So we have discussed about what is mount in general. We have discussed the significations attached with the mount of Saturn. If it is afflicted, what are the traits which we can expect? If along with this, if this mount is displaced towards mount of Sun, mount of Jupiter, that also we have discussed. And what will happen with when you will find the mounts in a good state in combination. So with all that being discussed, in our next part we will discuss what will happen if you will find and spot different signs on the mount of Saturn. So I hope you guys found this video informational. For further more updates and notification on palmistry, please subscribe my channel and like my Facebook page. Thanks.